Top 10 dirtiest cheaters in esports who got destroyed. I hate that title. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't like that title. But I am interested in checking this out.
Alright guys, there's a bunch of different ways to cheat in games.
Some
more subtle than others. But it's a whole different issue when you're cheating and there's something on the line. So today we wanted to take a look at esports' dirtiest cheaters. Not just the random streamer, but the highest profile of cheating scandals in esports. Here are the top 10
and the
dirtiest
tier 1
cheaters
Sir Claps a lot.
in esports.
Or Sir Caps a lot, thank you.
Kicking off our list may be the single stupidest cheating scandal in esports history. Before he signed with Optic India, Forsaken was a player mostly known for demolishing whatever pug he played in. But the only thing more confusing than his signing was his gameplay.
Yeah, this doesn't look very skillful.
At Extremesland Zowie Asia 2018, Forsaken
I
was
can
hitting
play like
cracking
that.
headshots, nailing flicks, and hitting unthinkable spray transfers. He was looking like the next Simple.
Their entry into the B-bomb site doesn't go well. Looks like it will not. Well, that's a very long
Crazy spray there from Forsaken, but he managed to make it work.
But tournament admins immediately took notice of his suspicious gameplay. Turns out he was cheating and had all his cheats on a file on his computer that he hilariously called word.exe. When he got figured out, he even fought with tournament admins while desperately trying to delete it before they saw. Forsaken thought that he could fool everyone.
Is he in jail now?
In the end, all he did was turn himself into a meme.
Dude, who put word.exe on?
Now, you might not think that you can cheat in virtual cycling, but our number 9 entry proves that anything is possible. Yes, e-cycling, an esport almost no one is aware of, but somehow had a cheating scandal in its first year of operation.
And as of the 18th of September 2019, I am disqualified, disgraced, and banned from the sport of cycling.
Nice.
Cameron Jeffers, a YouTuber and cyclist, really wanted to compete in the British Cycling Esports Championship Grand Finals, but he wanted to get a bike that would give him an edge over the competition. So he set up some bots and had them grind their way to getting him the Zwift Concept Z1, a pretty sweet looking Tron bike, and then he won the tournament.
And winner of the gold medal, your national champion, is going to be Cameron Jeffers.
So the bike model he used is cheating?
Problem. He didn't actually earn the bike.
Some sort of software on your computer, and you can essentially just put in like a power value, for example, like 400 watts, click enter, and your avatar within the game will just sit at 400 watts without like you having to pedal.
Which British Cycling really didn't like. They stripped him of his gold medal, fined him £250, and called his actions robo-doping. Yeah.
Pretty fucking cool. A little confused on it, but I love robo-doping.
It's a scandal that PUBG might never recover from.
And it is a day that will go down in which a bunch of players get banned for cheating. That's basically what's happened.
In 2018, PUBG saw a huge explosion in popularity, which of course led to an esports scene. Things were going pretty well, that is, until several pros were caught in a massive cheating scandal. Back then, there was a cheat going around called the radar hack. It's complicated, but it basically let you see where every other player on the map was without revealing yourself.
Holy fuck.
That's insanely powerful, and using that in tournament would give any cheating pros a huge advantage.
The other kids, just get the car and go all the way to that hut in the front. You're gonna gatekeep them. They're outside of Pochinki.
They're not even trying to hide that they're cheating?
Good shit, Laser.
We discovered that 10 players have received in-game
bans
due to the usage of unauthorized programs, the type of which has been severely damaging to the integrity of the game of PUBG.
While many of the players who were caught using the radar hack weren't exactly at their prime, it was still a huge black mark on the scene. Even now, it's hard to look back at guys like THC winning the Broadcaster Royale. It just doesn't feel right.
I mean, I wouldn't watch
Taking
PUBG
the number 7
esports
spot
anyway.
On our list is a cheater that just cracked under the pressure.
Thanks for Prime, Shanti.
APX Void is someone who is generally well liked by the Hearthstone community.
I have to blow a kiss to my stream because I kept telling them I wouldn't. So awkward though.
Do it! Do it!
It's fine. This is the
do
best
it!
time to blow a kiss.
Fine, chat.
You said you do it. You even have a
kiss.
command.
No. I blew you a kiss, chat. That's cringy, but that's okay. We got one. And I promised.
Which makes what comes next that much worse. While playing in the last round of the Swiss stage during the HCT Winter Playoffs, the Canadian cracked under the pressure. Void typed up a message to a friend that was sitting right next to him, asking how he should play a specific matchup in the game. Unfortunately for Void, the admins decided that was cheating, and he was immediately disqualified. Shortly after that, his sponsor dropped him too. These days, things are looking up though. Void's slowly been climbing his way back up in the circuit, and his situation has become a lesson on how not to deal with the pressure of competition.
Beautifully played from both sides.
Someone more in tune. Someone more in tune with Hearthstone. Explain that to me. So he asked someone for advice on an upcoming matchup, like before the match started. Right? That's what I'm getting. This was before the match, and he asked for input on how he should handle the matchup, and it's considered cheating. It was during the match. Okay, during the match is completely different. Yeah, that is completely different. Okay. Actually gives sub affirmative. Yeah, now I understand it.
And he made a really good balance of pushing damage to face while still managing bloody face against.
How is that cheating? You can't do that in like the majority of sports like that. You can't just like come in like 2 brains versus 1 guy's brain. That completely defeats the entire one-on-one aspect. If it was before the match, that's just being coached. Like, that's totally fine. But it'd be like it's like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? You're using a lifeline, you're phoning a friend for help. It's cheating. Like, I totally agree with that. Not as extreme as the other ones, but it is still cheating.
Now, cheating in MOBAs can be pretty hard, but Thunder Predator somehow managed to do it, and in the process earned the 6th spot on our list.
He's a tier 1.
Well, they're going to find the bait. Will we see a roar? Not quite yet. Meepo throws in, and that this should be at least a kill on the bait. He does get the brain stab off, which goes...
One of the weirder ways that you can cheat in Dota 2 is to use a mouse macro, which essentially lets you use spells and abilities at speeds that no normal human could hit. And that's exactly what Attune from Thunder Predator did at the TI-8 South American qualifier. And this dude wasn't even trying to hide it. Look at him poof all of his meepos at the exact same time.
Oh, well, they're going to find just one, and it's going to be a big one. It's going to be the Bane with no buyback. They're just going in. Attune does kill the Necro Book 3, and Schofield just taking a lot of damage. They're just sitting here killing buildings.
Admins immediately picked up on this after an uproar from the community, and Thunder Predator were disqualified from the qualifiers. Taking the number 5 spot on our list is the TSM.
If you don't play Dota, watching Dota is the most confusing thing ever.
World Championship. So it's the quarterfinals.
More so
TSM
than League.
Versus Azubu Frost in a high-stakes best-of-3. But for some reason, the players kept looking away from their monitors.
All right, and as we jump into game, we have Woong on the screen. We can see him going down to the bottom of the map by himself.
It quickly became clear that due to the production setup, both teams could actually see the audience's screen, which was showing the stream. That meant they knew exactly where the other team was on the map, which, if you don't know,
what an oversight,
is kind of broken. For example, people were confused by how Azubu Frost was able to react so well to TSM's movement.
Anybody to come through and invade the blue. They also have, again, Lux and Maokai in that mid, but they are freak. They went around that top brush.
Turns out they were watching the stream, just like the fans at home. And after the match, Reginald immediately accused the Korean team of cheating.
We looked straight to Azubu Frost, and Chaos notices their players looking at our map, looking at the mini map, and they start like talking.
That is pretty 5-head.
And then there's also proof in the replay that there's been pings at dark areas where we're standing, where they have no vision of. So, I mean, that's kind of shady.
I haven't fished in a very long time.
After further investigation from Riot Games, Azubu Frost were fined $30,000, bringing this scandal to a close. Now, it's one thing to cheat in an esports tournament with money on the line, but it's a whole other issue to cheat in a charity event. And when you stoop that low, you get the number 4 spot on this list.
Nick A30 and David Morgan.
Nick A30 made his name off of being a family-friendly Fortnite content creator.
No fucking way.
But it was hard to see him that way after he broke the rules of a charity event run by Twitch.
What?
Now, the rules of the tournament stated that you had to land in a specific part of the map, but Nick A30 landed in other parts so that he could get better loot.
But Nick A30, with his partner right on top of Chap, he's at 1 HP, and he's not going to be able to continue his rise to the top.
Nick cheated?
Little by little, we're seeing Nick.
Top 5 Fortniters who have cheated. Wow, Nick.
The worst part is that he didn't even get punished. The rules stated that for your first offense, you only got a warning. Nick A30 knew this, which is why he cheated in the
10 gift subs, Actor.
So I think
for the generosity.
Because remember, we
appreciate it, Actor.
That is true.
We don't
I mean, he
get
plays all around
then we
this
just
area.
go back in.
Steamy Stacks, as does Nate Hill.
It's not a bad thing.
Him land here.
So did he really cheat, or was he just aggressively bending the rules? I guess you could say, in some cases, cheating is in the eye of the beholder.
That's fucking weird. Wow.
Taking the third spot on our list is a cheater who got a quick smackdown from Epic Games. FaZe Jarvis.
Yeah, they've given me aimbot, bro.
Actually giving you aimbot, Jarvis.
Jarvis was just like any other Fortnite content creator on YouTube, making wacky videos in Fortnite
Exit
for a
tier 1
young
feisty
audience.
ghost.
That was until he decided to make a video
Scum.
experimenting with an aimbot.
So you guys can see on my screen, I've definitely got the hacks. You can see where
Doing
people
fine
are
now,
going.
Aksu.
For some reason, it doesn't show on Streamlabs OBS, but let's just run it.
Not even a subtle one or anything, just a blatant aimbot doming people from across the map.
Oh! I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? Did you just the game?
Now, of course, Epic Games took notice of this. He literally put it on YouTube for everyone to see.
I honestly don't know what he was thinking. Like, you have to be so fucking dumb to do that.
I wish I could have known how badly I was messing up, because I would never have ever thought of even making those kind of videos if I knew that this could have actually happened. I know now how big
He's
of a
doing better
mistake
now
this
than
was,
ever, yeah.
And like, it's just there's nothing I can.
Coming in at the runner-up spot on our list is a player whose ban and subsequent reformation leaves us suspicious to this day. Okay, we are kind of cheating here, but you know we had to cover this on this list. So, Shaiko was an unreal French prodigy that was making his way through the ranks in Rainbow Six Siege.
Ooh.
But during a match against Penta, Siege
Corrad
superstar
and
Pengu
tier 1
felt like
Jarvis
Shaiko's
Johnson.
shots were
Hey,
suspicious
thanks for the tier
and
1,
called
man.
for further action.
A lot of rumors going on that there was some suspicious stuff going on, and no one could
Hope you're
really
doing
point
well.
to what it was. This story was that he had more information than you humanly possibly could, so that would refer to what we call wall hacks or some sort of way to gain information that you shouldn't otherwise have as a normal human being.
And the first bout of contact.
He's not
great
normal.
Shot, Shaiko. What
He's
an
the
unbelievable
chosen
kill
one,
on
man.
Junis there.
We beat them in a very, very,
This guy's
very
on a
close
different
game,
level.
and we protested because we had suspicion that something was wrong.
ESL investigated whether or not Shaiko was legit, and they found that the 4 key on his keyboard was being pressed at an inhuman rate.
Oh no.
ESL banned the Frenchman for 2 years without any appeal, though they did lift it a little early. And once he was free, Shaiko
He cheated
clapped
again.
Pengu at DreamHack Montreal.
Shaiko's in a great spot to find another kill here. If things quiet down,
Oh!
going off. He finds Pengu.
What?
Wow.
What?
Thanks for resub Torchlight.
And Fabian as well. A triple for Shaiko. This is an unreal performance. He's continuing it over to Ben.
I'm really sorry to hear about
Since
that,
then,
by the way,
there's been
Corrad.
no issue, and he still maintains his
And I'm
godly
not sure
form.
about that, but
at
I'm
the
really
end of the
sorry to
day,
hear about it.
Shaiko did get
How
punished
about
for cheating.
what
Whether
you
or not he
mentioned?
actually did it, though, is a question that remains to this day. Taking the top spot on our list is the cheater that put the entire Counter-Strike scene in crisis mode.
It was me.
If it turns out
They said I was too good.
and the
I had to be
bans
cheating. That's why I don't play
warranted and the
CS:GO
person
anymore.
did cheat. And this is a case of a top-level pro who has skill having cheated, and the implications, unfortunately, are quite huge.
Back in 2014, Cali was making a name for himself as a capable player in the French scene, even making the top 4 of a major and winning ESWC 2013.
Kelly against Pasha, the 2 players.
Hey,
who
Pasha
stepped up
Biceps.
phenomenally
I know that
for their
name.
side.
I can't believe what I'm witnessing right here.
Wow.
Ooh.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Group hug in the shower tonight.
But one day, out of nowhere, Cali got a VAC ban, effectively removing him from the pro scene forever.
Omelet flipping competition sounds cool.
Cali Vagban? No.
No one knew if he used cheats on LAN or even in an
Soon,
online
Evan.
match, and it threw the entire CSGO world into disarray.
Yeah, no
You
idea,
need to know
Popper.
all these things because the implications are more than just this player and his account is now VAC banned. Okay, is that it? So you've detected something on his account, it's banned. Is that the end of the story? That can't be the end of the story in this particular case.
And that meant anyone could be cheating. Accusations started flying, and while the CS community eventually settled down, a lot of people were still suspicious about whether some pros had cheated and were just never caught.
I know that a couple of my teammates are convinced that they think they cheat.
All right, guys, that's our list. Did we miss
Nothing too crazy. I was expecting like some really blatant cheating. Number 10 was the wildest one. Just straight up using an aimbot that you've disguised as word.exe. That was like definitely the biggest instance. Everything else was just kind of, nothing too fucking like outrageous. Let's check out that omelet flipping.